Hello everyone. I am Dr. Nilanjana Bhattacharya Nath from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Modern Science. This is the second part of DNA fingerprinting. In the first part, I have already discussed about the basic principle of DNA fingerprinting. As we all know, DNA fingerprinting is a technique of determining nucleotide sequences of certain areas of DNA which are unique to each individual. Each person has a unique DNA fingerprint. In this video, I am going to discuss about the basic applications of DNA fingerprinting. In India, the science of fingerprints was first discovered in the year of 1897 during a murder investigation in Jalpaiguri. And unlike a conventional fingerprint that occurs only on the fingertips and can be altered by surgery, a DNA fingerprint is the same for every cell, tissue, and organ of a person. It cannot be changed by any known treatment. So, this is the ideal way to distinguish an individual from other people would be his or her entire genomic DNA sequence. Next, applications of DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprints are useful in several applications of human healthcare research as well as in the justice system. DNA fingerprinting can be effectively used in forensics to identify or match the DNA of suspected individuals in crimes such as murder, rape, and in paternity and immigration disputes. So let's start with the determination of paternity and maternity with the help of DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting can be used to establish paternity and maternity on the basis of VNTR pattern because a person inherits his or her VNTRs from parents. For this VNTR patterns of mother, father and child or children are compared. By this, disputes of biological father can be solved. Parent-child VNTR pattern analysis solve standard father identification cases as well as more complicated cases of confirming legal nationality and in instances of adaptation of biological parenthood. As VNTR patterns are inherited, can be used to establish family relationship. Many people choose to trace their heritage by using and tracking DNA fingerprints. Here is an example of a VNTR in this diagram. After the comparison of the profiles of three men with that of a mother and child, we can determine that D3 is the biological father of the child. Next, criminal identification and forensic evidence. DNA isolated from blood, hair root follicles, skin cells, spots on clothing or other genetic evidences left at the crime scene, maybe in case of murder or rape, can be compared through VNTR patterns with the DNA of a criminal suspect, indicated as capital S, to determine or identify the criminal victim and give relief to non-victim. DNA isolated from different sources. DNA fingerprinting was first used as forensic evidence in the murder conviction of Colin Pitchfork in the year 1988. Since then, crime scene identification, criminal identification, and victim identification is widely done by matching DNA obtained from any source, maybe from hair root follicle or blood or semen or skin and other human body parts and secretions. Many prisoners have been released based on new evidence provided through DNA fingerprinting. Here I am showing you an example In this particular case, DNA fingerprints of 3 suspected victims compared with bloodstain obtained from murder scene, and on the basis of DNA bands, number 2 appears as victim. Next, personal identification. DNA can be used to identify individual persons, but this does not seem practical as the process is too complex and having a DNA database is expensive. DNA can be used for personal identification as social security number, photo fingerprinting identity, notable phenotypic traits, etc. The technology of profiling individuals based on blood group VNTR patterns is very much expensive because every organ or tissue of an individual contains the same DNA fingerprint. The US Armed Services have just begun a program to collect DNA fingerprints from all personnel for use later in case they are needed to identify casualties or persons missing in action. The DNA method will be far superior to the ordinary fingerprints, dental records, and blood typing strategies currently in use. Other applications. According to the Dolan DNA Learning Center, a mother and son were separated by immigration officials. The dispute was solved by court in the year 1985 when DNA fingerprint evidence proved that the two were mother and son and belonged to their own country of England. Unidentified immigrants can be assigned to their official country. DNA fingerprinting helps in the early detection of inherited diseases and their treatment. Through the study of genetic patterns of individuals and groups, medical research can potentially lead to cure for inherited diseases. Another medical research purpose for DNA fingerprinting is to match recipients of live organs from the donors, making transplants more successful. Research programs to locate inherited disorders on the chromosomes depend on the information contained in DNA fingerprints. By studying the DNA fingerprints of relatives who have a history of some particular disorder, or by comparing large groups of people with and without the disorder, it is possible to identify DNA patterns associated with the disease in question. This work is a necessary first step in designing an eventual genetic cure for these disorders. DNA fingerprinting is used to diagnose inherited disorders in both parental and newborn babies in hospitals around the world. These disorders may include cystic fibrosis, hemophilia, Huntington's disease, familial Alzheimer's, sickle cell anemia, thalassemia, and many others. Early detection of such disorders enables the medical staff to prepare themselves and the parents for proper treatment of the child. In some programs, genetic counselors use DNA fingerprint information to help prospective parents understand the risk of having an affected child. In other programs, prospective parents use DNA fingerprint information in their decisions concerning affected pregnancies. Every cell of human being contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, so each gene has 2 copies. In addition, that each cell has organelles such as mitochondria. Mitochondrial DNA can be used for DNA fingerprinting when amount of biological samples are limited. In case of disaster or accident or burning, the body is badly destroyed. Thank you.